Hey guys, welcome to Amy's Autopsy Report. My name's Amy. This video I'm super excited to do. I'm gonna review Victor Crowley, aka Hatchet 4, the fourth installment of the Hatchet franchise. Um, I think most of you are already aware I am a huge fan of Adam Green and the Hatchet movies. I like all three of them. They are, if there's any horror fans that are not familiar with Adam Green, you really got to check out the Hatchet movies. And his other movies. His other movies are great too. So he's got 3 Hatchet films and now the 4th one, Victor Crowley. So let's get into it. Basic plot of this movie is you've got Andrew Young, who is the survivor of the first 3 Hatchet movies. And he has written a book, and he's trying to cash in on the massacre that happened at Honey Island Swamp. And so you've got him trying to promote his book that you can tell he's not even really interested in promoting. But his publicist, who is played by Felissa Rose, is kind of conning him into doing these events and being on these talk shows, and people are accusing him of being the murderer, and they don't believe in the legend of Victor Crowley. So you've got that happening. Then you've got another 4 people that are trying to make some independent slasher movie, and they're going to go to the swamp and do this fake trailer so that they can get funding to do this movie. So you've got this girl who's directing the movie, her boyfriend who's helping out, and then her friend who's doing the special makeup effects for the fake trailer. So the movie maker crew, they end up going to Honey Island Swamp, and they're getting ready to film. Meanwhile, Felissa Rose's character has conned Andrew Young into going to the swamp for this interview, and she claims he's going to be paid $1 million. So he agrees to do it. And then the plane crashes in the swamp. And then from there, you can guess what happens. The plane crashes not far from where the kids are there that are going to try and make the movie trailer. And of course, Victor Crowley is accidentally resurrected, and mayhem ensues. So let me get into the things I liked about this movie. I like that they use all practical effects for this. The effects are unbelievably awesome. This movie is full of gore like the first 3. It's a splatter fest. They had a great cast for this. Tiffany Shepis has a role in it. Felissa Rose, who I already mentioned, has a nice role in it, and she was hilarious. And then we even had a real brief cameo from Tyler Mane at the very beginning. So I like the cast. I like the special makeup effects. I like the swamp setting. I have always liked that setting for any movie, whether it's an alligator movie or a Hatchet movie. I love the New Orleans setting because of all the voodoo magic and stuff like that, and the swamps and all of it. So I love the setting of the movie. The acting was well done. The cinematography looked good. You could tell they had money behind it. Maybe not a ton of money, but enough money to actually make things look decent. Things I didn't like about this movie. It took a little bit of time to get to the killings. There was a couple of kills at the very beginning, and they were excellent. And then it was kind of a long period of time before any other kills happened. But in a way, it's kind of justified because there are a lot of new characters here. You have to build, like, character development. You have to decide in your own mind whether or not you want these people to live or die, whether or not you're happy when they die, that kind of thing. Another thing I liked that I forgot to add is the kills. The kills in this movie were epic, just like the other Hatchet films. But yeah, so back to the things I didn't like. It kind of takes a while after the first kill to get to the rest of the kills. but it wasn't boring. I just wish they had kind of added more kills in as they were developing the rest of the characters. But it is what it is. When you have new characters in a movie, you've got to spend some time developing them, or no one's going to care either way. Another thing I didn't like was the amount of time spent in the plane wreck. I really like the swamp setting. And I felt like they were in that plane, that crashed plane, for way too long. But it certainly wasn't boring. I just prefer the swamp setting. Another thing I wish would have happened would have been a little bit more New Orleans footage, maybe some footage of the voodoo shops, stuff like that, just because it's kind of reminiscent of the other three. But overall, I actually loved this movie. I've kind of heard some mixed things. I'm hearing a lot of people liked the movie, but I'm definitely hearing some people that aren't a fan of 2 and 3 were not a fan of 4. I personally love all 3 of the first ones, and I love the 4th one. This movie is like the only movie last year or this year so far that I pre-ordered. I almost never pre-order a movie, but when I found out this was coming out, I pre-ordered it because I love the other ones so much. I think if you like Hatchet 1 and you don't like 2 and 3, you're not going to like 4. If you like 1, 2, and 3, then you'll probably like 4. I loved it. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. I say check it out. If for no other reason, the kills are epic, and Felissa Rose's character is hilarious. But yeah, 5 out of 5 for me. Everybody needs to check this movie out, I think. And we also need a Victor Crowley action figure. I have been waiting for a Victor Crowley action figure forever, guys. And if you haven't watched the other Hatchets, I suggest you watch them, but make sure you're watching the unrated versions, because I know they stream the Hatchet movies sometimes on Amazon Prime or Netflix, and they're not the unrated version, so you're not going to get the best kills, because I can't imagine they were able to add any of the kills into a rated R version, but that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you like these videos, give me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at Amy's Autopsy Report. I'll keep my link in the description box below for Amazon. If you'd like to shop through that link, it helps my channel out. It costs you nothing. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will catch you guys in the next one.